God, they've even made a banner.
You squib, Maxwell, keeping out of sight. Come on, Laurie, grab her.
Keeping this.
There's our new top dog. Thought she was going to keep them under control. Yes.
Wouldn't judge too hastily, Governor. I may be wrong, but she doesn't seem too happy about it.
He needs a doctor! You're pushing them too far!
Not half as far as they pushed us!
Get out! That's an order! You only ended bloodshed! Is that what you want? Think of your brother!
Downside in warning. Okay, fellas, let them have it.
Jackson, come here!
So you encouraged them?
Only enough to make sure they didn't get stirred up by the troublemakers. Look, I didn't even want to join them on the roof, except they insisted.
All right, Maxwell, that'll be all.
What the hell are you trying to do?
My job, boy, and I suggest you do yours.
Talk first and shoot later? Is that the way you do your job? The way you're handling this ride is bloody criminal. No wonder the women are hold up
Jackson,
there.
if you don't shut your mouth, I'll slap a charge on you so quick you won't know whether you're coming or going.
You're insane.
Get out of my sight!
Gladly.
I know that what happens out of Blackmore must inevitably affect us here. But that's no excuse for the three of you to stir up similar problems here.
I didn't start nothing, Mrs. Reynolds.
I'm particularly disappointed in you, Jenkins. I hoped you'd take the loss of Top Dog more graciously. But the fact that you and your gang were ringleaders in today's demonstration only goes to show how much that change was needed.
We want those demands met, you bastard! Or we'll torch the place!
Reckon she'd do it?
I wouldn't put it past her.
Where will we go then? Wentworth?
All the exits are covered. They won't torch themselves.
Get out of your mind, Connors. You've called your bluff.
Who says it's a bluff? Simpson just told me she's shutting down shop, leaving the market to me.
All of it?
Well, except for a few gambling deals. I'm a magnanimous winner, especially when I get a 20% cut of her action.
Yeah, well, it's not like Simpson to give in so easily. Did she tell you why?
She said she's met a match.
Yeah, well, she's not wrong there, but I still smell a rat. You better watch her.
Like a hawk. Oh, she also offered her services. Perhaps we should accept. Put it to the test.
The public should know about this.
But will they believe you?
Well, why shouldn't they?
It's your word against Craven's. Now, were there any witnesses?
Yes, there was. Joan Ferguson.
Reed! That's it, mate! Run!
Stay right where you are, Connors.
Stop, Bungo! Stop,
Allow my men to
Stop, you
shoot.
stupid bastard! Keep still!
Reed! Reed!
Wow, you beauty!
But it has been suggested the blaze started during a riot in the women's section of the prison. At least 10 inmates are believed missing.
All right, where are you?
Blackmore, Ernest Craven.
Oh,
Evacuation of the prison had already begun. The inmates will be transferred to high security
that means we'll
prisons
get some.
throughout the state.
Yeah, we'll get her back.
A horror
That's if she's
road
still in
crash
one
claims 3
piece.
lives
She'll be
tonight
all right,
outside
Alice,
the
I'm
jail.
sure.
Hey, what are you doing? It's over!
Shut the noise up.
Do you know anything about Reed?
Hey, what do you reckon?
I said be quiet. Now
Well,
keep
she's
it
gonna
down.
tell us anything.
Look, Jenkins, I know as much as you do. Any more noise and you'll get locked up early.
I don't think I want to know anymore. It's awful! Awful is the best bloody thing you've ever had, Simpson!
Well, what's your problem?
Have you heard anything about Connors?
All I know is a whole bunch of them are being sent here.
So she could be back.
She could be dead too, who knows?
Looking for you, said you needed a reception.
Oh, really? And when were you elevated to prison courier, Mullins?
I was talking about Blackmore Prison or something like that.
Yeah, well, if this is a ruse to get rid of me, I'll have... Mullins!
Find out if Connors is back.
Oh, great. Over there, please. Brand, does anyone know where Brand and Pickett are? Will you be quiet?
Where have we got to go now? You two move over there. You'll have to be searched.
What for?
Do it.
But, miss, we have...
Now, just do as
you are told. Move.
Yeah, yeah, right.
How on earth are we supposed to cope with this lot? I hate to say it, but apparently this is only the first load. I've got 14 more names on this list. It's absolutely ridiculous. Mr. Adams, get over here immediately.
Sorry?
God, this noise. We're supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. Have you put our women back in their cells yet?
No, not yet. Look, it's Rita Connor's here.
No, she's not. Now, just go.
All right.
Right, you two, get back over there. I said, is the cell allocation list ready yet? You two, get back there immediately.
Welcome to Wentworth.
I'll go and see what the hold-up is. Can you manage? Yes.
I doubt it. Right, now where's Reynolds?
Stinking murderer.
You shut your mouth. You're on a charge.
Thank you, Miss Ferguson. I'll see you later, Tucker. Sorry about that. Bad night. Can't have been easy on you girls either.
We'll manage. You want to see Mrs. Reynolds?
I certainly do. Looks like she needs a hand.
Murderer, 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 murderer.
On the contrary, you'll soon get this place into shape. Shut up, you noise, you lot. All right, you three, what are your names? You, what's your name? Hands out of your pocket.
Come on, Alice, let's go and see if we can find out what's going on. I mean, there's a situation.
Dine and
ads are
elegance
on.
around.
But they might put on a news break. Yeah, public would love to see Crims getting fried. You're one of those Crims could be wrecked, so shut up or I'll belt you one.
Calm down, Jenkins. You don't gain anything by flying off the handle. Former top dog should know that.
Yeah.
Come on, Alice, let's forget it. Let's go and find Lisa. She's gone to check for more
I'll
news.
keep an eye on her.
Screws!
Did you hear anything?
It's there. Everyone but. It's like they've got half a Blackmore here. Screws, Crims, you name it.
Should be good for business.
Oh, they'd have you for breakfast.
Well, where the hell is she then?
All right, ladies, back to yourselves.
Oh, jeez, we can't, Mr. J, not till we find out what's happened to Reed.
I'm sorry, Jenkins.
But they might put on another news flash.
Orders are orders.
Yeah, come on, everyone out.
Look, but Mr. Jackson, we've just heard that some of the Blackmore prisoners have arrived. Is Rita with them? We're so worried
I'm sorry,
about her.
Wilkinson, I don't know.
Oh, come on, please, Mr. J.
Have you heard
No,
anything,
Jenkins.
Mr.
No,
She could be anywhere
I only
between
know
here
she
and
wasn't with the
Blackmore or
first group. Now
Queensland.
move!
You mean some of
Let's
them
start
have
looking.
escaped?
Yes, apparently so.
Oh, jeez, but she could be hurt, Mr. J. Can't you find out something, please?
I'll do my best.
Oh, Tar.
Grant and Dodds can share the end cell, and the other 5 will have to be fitted into B block somehow. Oh, good, here's Meg. Can you fix up the linen and night clothes? Hello, Mr. Craven. Meg, would you give that to Joan, please? It's the cell allocations. Oh, and check Merle. She said she's not well. Of course. I know, I've had dealings with him before. Bit short of space, but I'm sure by the time the night's out, we'll have it sorted out.
Fit 2 more stretchers in there. Can't see any problem.
I'm sure we'll manage without overcrowding.
What the hell's that?
Mrs. Reynolds, I'm so glad you're here. Come on, Alice, quick. Is Rita all right?
I'm sorry, I don't know. Now, would you move quickly and quietly to your dorms, please?
You haven't heard nothing.
Jenkins.
Yeah, you're right.
You always allow this amount of disrespect?
I wouldn't call it that, Mr. Craven.
Craven?
Yeah. Heard of me, have you?
Yeah, one of my best mates had the pleasure of going to Blackmore once.
Then you'll know that I don't put up with any lip. Now move yourself or you'll spend a week in the cage. Move it!
Mel's fine. Too many second helpers.
Yes, all right. Mr. Craven, I'd like a word.
Yeah, as soon as I get this lot moving. Come on, you lot,
No,
move,
I'll
move,
leave
move.
it to it.
Get out!
Still, he'll get his, believe me.
Staff room as soon as you've finished here.
What?
I don't know how the hell you manage.
I manage very well, thank you. And while you're in my prison, you will not undermine my officer's authority. Is that clear?
If your officers aren't up to the job, dear, somebody's got to take a hand.
And that will be me. Understand that, and we'll get along fine. Yes, that's quite acceptable to me, Mr. Dwyer. No, the men haven't arrived yet. I'll pass the message on. You're sure you wouldn't like to speak to him yourself? He's right here. I will, and thank you.
Well?
You're to help settle the women in straight away, and from then on, you're to administer the men's block only. They'll be moved as soon as openings are found for them. Any adjustments to the way we run things here at Wentworth are to be discussed with me first.
Now, hang on a minute. No bleeding heart liberal's going to tell me how to run my show. I'll run my section as I see fit.
I suggest you follow Mr. Dwyer's wishes, Mr. Craven.
Yours more like it. Dwyer might have a few bad points, but even he wouldn't trust that bunch to your ideas on security.
But he has. Want to check?
You're damn right I do.
Although if I valued my career, I'd wait till he calms down a bit. You're not his favourite person at the moment. After all, your administration has just cost the government hundreds of thousands of dollars. My ideas on running a prison may differ from yours, Mr. Craven, but at least I still have a prison to run.
phone him in the morning.
You do that. Meanwhile, remember who's in charge.
I mean it, Marty.
Look, what is this? I told you what that bastard did, and now he's got to report me.
No, I told you. I'll talk to him.
Come on.
No, you listen to me. You try tackling him in this mood, and believe me, you can say goodbye to your career.
He can't do a thing. There were witnesses.
There were witnesses to your insubordination, too.
He deserved everything I gave him, and they'll vouch for that.
Look, all the department's going to see is some junior officer thinking he knows better than the governor of a state prison. He'll make sure they do.
Well, I'll make sure that they know he's solely responsible for what's happening out there.
Marty, you haven't got the experience to handle a man like this.
What do you want me to do? Grin and bear it?
I'm afraid you're going to have to. Stafford. Yes, Andrea, I'll see to that. Thank you. I have to go to A block. Now, you stay away from Craven. I'll handle him.
Mum, I don't need you sticking up.
That is an order.
Get into the cell and be quiet.
Did she come with you?
Jenkins, be quiet. Stop the noise immediately.
Good here. Look at the place and not even chipped.
Just hurry up and make your beds.
We don't know. She was all right the last time we saw her.
Was that after you gave up?
Yeah, she's not with us. Probably got away.
Dear little beauty! I told you she'd be over.
Where is she? I can't see it. Oh, hell, it's Prince Rita.
Oh, Rita, you're something else.
Quiet, all of you.
She took the place by storm. Some Sheila. She burned this thing in hole to the ground.
If you don't shut up, you'll all be on a charge.
She beat up on the top dog, too.
Quiet! Get up there, quiet in that lot. Why aren't these beds made?
We just got in, miss.
You know we do to troublemakers in here?
We haven't done nothing.
Exactly. Now, you get these beds made right now. You'll be collected in 10 minutes for your tea.
Geez, they're going to beat us, too.
I'd like a word with these two, Miss Ferguson.
Certainly.
Well, you think you've got it pretty good, don't you? I just thought I should warn you that I'm still going to be around to make sure you behave yourselves. And that includes keeping your mouth shut about Bongo Connor's death. Is that clear?
Yes, Mr. Craven.
Because if you so much as breathe a word about that to anybody, you'll wish you were burned up in Blackmore. Are we communicating, Tucker?
She won't say anything.
I know. Thank you, Miss Ferguson.
But I say I like the way you handle things.
Well, from what I've heard, you don't do such a bad job yourself.
Max.
Is it true that she's escaped? It's all right, Mel's asleep.
You sure?
For God's sake, has she escaped or not? Is it official?
They're only guessing at this stage.
Well, then she could still end up back here.
Craven didn't have her taken care of. He's a cold character.
I'm more interested in Connor's whereabouts at the moment.
Look, I'll find out what I can. In the meantime, you better start worrying about the new intake.
Rodney! Damn!
No, I'm sorry, sir. There is no one available to take the message, Mr. I don't like to be rude, but we do have better things to do than worry about your mother.
It's on me. You should be looking for Craven instead of bouncing.
Just sign
Why is she so upset?
I've got to see Mrs. Reynolds. I've got to see Mrs. Reynolds. There we go, you
Blimey, just as well you can handle yourself, Ernie. She's after your blood, this one.
I don't think I've got too many problems, Jim.
murdering son of a bitch!
Your hands off me! I want to see Reynolds!
You're not impressing anyone.
Then I'll keep trying until I do. That bastard's not getting away with it.
Come on, let's go.
Mrs. Reynolds!
I wouldn't advise it.
Just open the door. Mr. Jackson,
Be
you
quiet,
Mrs.
Connor!
Reynolds, we need
Get
your
against
help.
that wall.
Mrs. Reynolds has
Get
shot
back.
Bongo. Everybody saw it.
I
He
said
shot-
get back.
You get your hands off me, screw.
Connors, calm down. We're already in deep trouble for your part in the Blackmore riot. And now...
Bastard brought it on.
That's enough. Let me finish. You've now brought an extra charge on yourself for attacking Governor Craven.
You want to hear why? You just here to shut me up.
I've been told you've made certain allegations.
Craven murdered my brother, and he's going to pay for it.
It'd be hard to prove in a riot situation, Connors.
I saw it. We all saw it. He might not have pulled the trigger.
trigger, but it was on his orders.
Your brother was trying to escape.
You lying bitch, Ferguson!
That's enough. The matter will be looked into. Now, you do well to stay out of further trouble.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to sit back and twiddle my thumbs while you work out a way to cover for the son of a bitch.
It will be investigated, and it will.
I warn you, you don't see justice done, and I sure as hell will.
You never learn, do you, Connors?
Is there a charge against Craven?
Of course not. I saw the whole thing.
Carson, West, Pavoni, Stanovich, and Wright, correct?
Yeah. You got him.
Okay, you lot on the white line.
Come on, we haven't got all night.
Your copy.
Thanks. Just remember, you won't get any thanks if you mollycoddle this lot.
How do you expect to get away with that, eh?
Well, he doesn't think, do you, Carson?
Is this the last of them?
Nope. A couple more vans, as far as I know. This is about the lot.
Hey! Didn't know you were into the dark stuff, Mumbles.
Now, gentlemen, be nice.
Quiet!
Yes, go through, Pamela. She's in her office. Thank you.
Hear that, Mumbles? She likes you.
Better get back to it. This lot give you any trouble, you let Mr. Craven know. He'll look after him.
All clear, this lot for A-block?
Oh, yes. And let's hope it's not for too long.
I'll take him through. Come on, move it.
Oh. Oh, not more already.
I realise Marty was at fault, but you must understand...
This Connors woman, it's not the first riot she's instigated, is it?
You're saying she started the trouble at Blackmore?
That's right. And when this report hits the desk, she's going to be sorry she ever heard of the place.
She wouldn't be alone there.
I didn't quite hear that, Mrs. Morris.
Can wait till later. I know how busy you are.
Oh, hi, Meg. I'm looking for Anne. Do you know where she is?
Yes, she just called in. She'll be back now.
Oh, good. I'll wait here if it's all right.
Of course.
I hope I'm not disturbing you, Mr. Craven.
You are. You can wait in the corridor. I'm sure Mrs. Reynolds wouldn't want the likes of you hanging around and dirtying up the furniture.
Oh, it's all right. I'll sit on my hanky. Finally pushed him too far, I hear.
One of these days, Madigan, you'll push me too far. And while we're on the subject, I think you'd better warn your darky mates in here that I'm going to be round for a while.
You lay one hand on my girls, Craven, and I'll see you in court.
You'd be wasting your time, Madigan, because I'm sure the judge would take my word before he'd take the word of some black gin wino. Your nigger mates are going to be very sorry you did that, Madigan.
You're needed in A block, Mr. Craven.
Yes, I was just on my way.
What happened?
I belted him one. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Don't be sorry. I came close to it myself a while ago. Anyway, with his manner, he's probably used to it.
One problem, though. He's threatened to take it out on my girls. I want them transferred, Anne.
You sure he meant that?
Positive. He'll use any excuse to see the blacks are kept down where they belong, as he calls it. He's figured I've just given him carte blanche. Hell, you know the man.
Unfortunately, I do. I'll just see what I can arrange.
Oh, thanks, Anne. God, I could see the progress we'd made with Sarah going right down the drain. Damn my temper.
Get me Barnhurst, would you go? Wish I'd seen it. Would have made my day.
Hi, some dinner. Can I say goodbye?
Okay, don't be too long.
Goodbye? What's happened?
Well, me and a few of the others have been transferred to Barnhurst. Make room for the Blackmore intake or something.
Oh, that's great, kid. Pretty cushy place from what I hear.
Yeah. You okay?
I'm firing on all four.
Well, we heard about your brother, Reet. I'm so sorry.
All these things happen. It taught me one thing. Look, you lose your family. You've lost a pretty important chunk of your life. You promise me one thing.
If I can.
You get out of here, you go to Darwin and check out your dad. You do it, Sarah, or you're going to be bloody sorry one day.
Well, don't worry. I've been thinking about it while you were away. Thought I might drop him a line and let him know I'm still around.
Good on you.
Go on, West. Time to go.
Okay. Catch you around.
Sometime at the turn of the century, the way I'm going.
Look after yourself.
You too, kid.
You okay, Connors?
I'm gonna get them for what they did. You hairy little bastard. I loved you.
Is it all right if I say goodbye to Alice, Laurie and Lisa?
Sorry, no time.
Hey, everybody! I'm going to Barnhurst! Alice, do you hear me? What's happening? Sarah's leaving. Good on you, Sarah! Oh, and I saw Rita up in solitary. She's a bit down, but she's okay. Rita hasn't escaped. At least she's all right. She's back with us. But she's up there on her own. Hey, let's cheer her up, eh? Okay. Rita! Rita! Rita!
Can you hear that? Hey, Connors must be back.
Rita! 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 Rita!
Pretty good, eh?
Wake the whole damn prison the way they're going.
So long as Rita hears.
Hello there. I thought you'd be gone by now.
No, I offered to stay to see the women off to Barnhurst.
Silly girl. Should have let a junior do that.
I'm sorry if I sounded rude earlier. Just put it down to a hectic night.
Yes, I think it's got us all a little on edge. Still, it's good to relax.
I'll say. I'm sorry to bother you at this hour, but I was wondering if you'd reconsider that report on Marty. He does tend to get a little headstrong at times.
Like his mother, eh?
Well, I certainly know he'd never do anything to jeopardize his career. He loves his work, and he will make a damn good officer, given the chance.
I see. Well, we're both due off. Why don't we go over to the local and discuss it under more congenial surroundings?
No, I'm sorry.
We could drink to your son's future and enjoy ourselves at the same time.
I'm sure we could, Mr. Craven. But I'd much rather discuss this as one professional to another.
Oh, dear. Then I'm afraid your little Marty could have a problem. Think about it.
Excuse me.
Hey, Mrs. Pringle, can I take up Reed's breakfast?
It's already been done, Jenkins.
Only Reed could burn Blackmore to the ground.
Yeah. Hey, what's the freak going to threaten us with now, eh? Hey, look. Right, ladies, take a bowl and spoon and join the queue.
Ladies, God, what is this play?
Quiet, please.
Everyone, I'm sure you all know what happened at Blackmore last night.
Oh, yeah.
As a consequence, some of the Wentworth women have been transferred to Barnhurst to make way for Blackmore inmates.
Hey, Sarah!
That's enough!
I certainly hope you extend the same enthusiasm to welcoming the new ladies. Right, that'll be all.
Hi, I'm Kath Maxwell. Welcome to Wentworth.
Yeah, Wentworth Hilton. You sure got a good heel, love.
Well, it depends which way you look at it.
Spike Marsh, this is Brumby. That's Mandy, Shazza, Cheryl, and Speedy. So, who shouts the orders while Connors is away?
Pardon?
She means he's top dog at the moment.
Me. And it's past, present, and future. Connors has nothing to do with it.
Tell lies too, do you, Maxwell?
Read something special. You'll find out when she's out of pound.
Geez, you don't have to tell us. We've seen her in action.
Hey, why don't you join us when you get your tucker and we'll fill you in?
Good one.
Top dog, huh?
Morning. You can let Mrs. Reynolds know I've arrived.
Just a moment, sir. Your briefcase needs to be searched.
Is that a fact? So, security's not totally lacking here after all. Noticed a few questionable areas there. Have to be tightened up with my lot. First job on my list, believe me. That'll do you. You can tell Reynolds that I'll check on my men before I see her.
Then you'll be needing an escorting officer.
Not me, boy. Never have, never will.
It's not your protection I'm worried about, sir. It's our women I'm thinking of.
You're lucky it's Sunday, boy. Otherwise, I'd make a special effort to hand in my report on you personally.
Come, Sarah, I know you're hiding.
Watch where you're going, woman. And get that stupid look off your face and move on.
I can't, I'm looking for
It'll be the cage for you, girlie.
You shouldn't have done that. Sarah,
Shut your mouth!
What's going on?
This imbecile just struck me
I did not.
and followed it up with downright insolence.
I did not. He broke me poor Aura. He ran into it and then he broke it.
Why aren't you at breakfast, Mel?
I was looking for Sarah. She's gonna be real mad at you, you vandal.
That's enough, Jones. Sarah's gone to Barnhouse. Now you get along to breakfast.
Gone?
Yes. Now run along.
My God, now I've seen it all. I've heard of mollycoddling, but this is ridiculous.
Merle is a special case, Mr. Craven.
Oh, yes, I can see she's special, as you call it. She ought to be locked away in Ingleside before she takes an axe to somebody.
She is totally harmless unless needlessly riled. Now, I'd like to see you in my office with Mrs. Morris.
That's the best feed I've had in 3 years.
You're kidding.
You should see what they give us at Blackmore.
Yeah, here the screws help you digest it.
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
Still be better when they rebuild it, won't it?
Not if Craven's still governor. Look, I've heard about the freak, but believe us, she's nothing compared to this bus. She's going to be a big girl when she grows up.
What's the matter, Mel?
Sarah's gone. Why didn't you say goodbye, Kaz?
She did. You were asleep.
Well, you should have woke me.
I'm sorry, love. I tried to. Now, come on. I saved you some breakfast.
I want it.
Bugger, they were mates, you know.
What you doing here? I thought they sent Halfwoods to Ingleside.
Well, she's okay, as long as you don't get mad or something.
Yeah, don't call her names or touch her comics.
Oh, I'm not another comic freak. We had one at Blackmore. Billy had piles of the things. Shh. Hey, I'm sure I saw him waiting with the lot coming here. Could be. Hey? Billy, you'd like him. He's a bit of a bugger.
Are you saying that blokes came here?
Didn't you know?
Geez, they have to be up in the A block. It's the only place.
All right, ladies. 5 minutes to the bell. Now, keep the noise down.
Not
now, Jenkins. I know it's Sunday, but I need a couple of people to do a small job for me.
Oh, count me out.
Oh, but it's only to take some linen through to A block. Hey? No, well, I'll take Mullins and Jones.
Oh, no, can't do it. I want it.
No, Mullins and Jones is all I need, thank you.
Bugger it. Probably my only chance, and I blew it.
And what's more, I don't want to hear of a similar situation again, or I'll take it straight to the department.
I would have thought better of you, Mrs. Morris.
I beg your pardon?
Well, I do get the chance to tell my side of the story, don't I?
Of course.
Well, put it down to what you will. A mother's protective instinct, maybe, but this woman blatantly offered herself to me, so I dropped the charges against her son.
That's a lie.
Actually, I was quite surprised at such tactics from a woman of her standing, but you can rest assured, Mrs. Reynolds, that I won't be taking her up on the offer.
How dare you?
It's all right, Mrs. Morris. Wait outside for a moment, would you?
Her word against mine.
We both know I can't prove anything. But one more step out of line while you're in my prison, Craven, and I'll make sure you're thrown right out of the service.
You mean you'll try?
Oh, come on, Merle. Got a bit of chocolate left.
No.
Oh, geez, what is this? You into blokes or something?
Leave it, Alice. She wants to do it, okay?
Yeah, Laurie said there's a Billy there that's got lots of comics. But you won't have time to read them or anything. Oh, come on, Merle thought we was mates.
Gonna swap.
Oh, gee.
Oh, I've never seen anyone so desperate to get a bloke.
Oh.
Oh, Alice. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Hell, take my place.
Hey, you mean it?
Sure, I didn't want to do it in the first place. I just thought Pringle might throw a wobbly if I backed out. Here.
Well, I'll cover for you, honest.
I don't need your help, Jenkins.
Oh, Miss
You
Ferguson.
two get that stuff to the security gate, and you on your way.
I'm sorry.
There's got to be some way we can manage it.
Well, you've got about a minute to work out how.
What a morning. It's not even half over yet.
Oh, that's just how I feel. But I know what'll cheer you up. Mervin's promised a special treat for morning tea. He thinks we've deserved it.
About the only thing I've earned is Craven's boot print on my record.
Now, don't you worry about that dreadful man. Your mother and Mrs. Reynolds will sort him out. You mark my words.
I showed you faith, Joyce. You can have your break now?
Well, when I've sorted out the linen problem in A block.
You're exaggerating. There's more. While she was doing it, the policeman noticed that his notebook was missing. She had that too. And his pencil. The Porker probably wondered if he still had his undies on.
What's the matter? You look as though you've seen a ghost. Do you know that girl in there?
Sorry? Oh, no, I don't think so. She's one of the new intake from Blackmore, isn't she?
Well, we didn't get any from Woodridge.
OK, stop picking on me. I'll see you in the staff room.
Yeah, but make sure you don't eat it all. Leave some for me, all right?
Don't worry.
I thought you were on a break.
I thought I'd use the time to see if the Blackmore files have arrived yet.
Oh, you're keen? They're over here. I'll even let you file them.
It's real big of you, Mrs. Morris.
I had a word to Craven. I'm sorry I didn't get very far.
Forget it. He throws the book at me, I'll handle it.
I am sorry. I did think I might be able to get him to see reason. Afraid there wasn't much of a chance.
My God.
What?
Do you remember Margaret Marsh? She was a year ahead of me at school.
No, I don't think I do.
Well, I'll never forget her. Had a king-size crush on her for years.
And she's here?
Yep. Couldn't believe it. That's why I had to come and check. Look, manufacturing amphetamines, heroin addict on admission. God, you know, this girl had everything going for her. Looks, brains. She's even a Bachelor of Science graduate.
Obviously where she got the knowledge to go into business.
Yeah, well, something must have happened. Margaret wouldn't even touch grass at school, let alone the heavy stuff.
People do change. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. I guess it's just hard to accept a girl like that becoming a crim.
You remember to treat her for what she is now, not what she was.
Come off it.
Look, it is difficult to maintain an objective view if you knew the person on the outside,
Look,
especially if you were emotionally involved.
There won't be any problems. If you don't mind, I've got things to do.
Mom! Slow down! You're over a wall or something!
No, this is my supersonic automobile, and it's got jet propellers and pencil going through me. You stupid bitch, you could have killed me.
Get down. What if Mrs. Pringle had been here?
Oh, well, she isn't, is she? Hey, where's the blokes?
They're not even in A block yet. What are you doing?
Refueling.
Yeah, well, if you run me into the wall again, I'll do more than refuel you.
Come on.
Over my dead
They'll
body.
be fully supervised at all times. I really don't see the problem.
Will you put those women in with the men for just 5 minutes, lady, and you soon would.
I totally agree with Mr. Craven. Or have you forgotten what happened when the Woodridge prisoners were here?
I haven't forgotten. But we'll have even more trouble if we try and keep total segregation.
Well, how you can arrive at that conclusion's beyond me. Those men are nothing but a bunch of murderous rapists and thugs. If you go ahead with this, they'll take it as a sign that anything goes here, and it will. Believe me, I know those animals.
Maybe if you stop thinking of them as animals, you might be able to see my point.
You have to remember, Mr. Craven, we have quite different policies here from other penal institutions.
Oh, I don't need reminding. I get hit in the face with it at every turn of the corridor. But while I'm here, I'll see that the security of my men isn't jeopardized by foolhardy schemes such as this. Now, if we can get on with a more important...
We'll finish with the point in question
come
first.
on.
And so we don't waste any more time. I'm putting this to the department as soon as we're through.
Well, you do that. But Dwyer will only tell you the same thing. The security here is slack enough as it is without mixing that bunch together.
Then I'll assure him you and Miss Ferguson will be in charge of security. That should eliminate any objections.
You in there, Billy?
I told you to stop that, Jones.
Oh, he's got lots of comics, Mrs. Pringle. I'm going to swap them.
Do no such thing. I've had strict instructions from Miss Ferguson who aren't even speaking her men. Why?
She hates me and doesn't want her any fun, that's why, Mule.
Well, that's not fair. That's not fair, Mrs. Pringle. I hate Sago pudding, but I'd let Miss Ferguson have it.
What are you talking about?
That might be Billy.
Jones! Jones, come back here! What on earth have you got in there? Jones! Oh, Jenkins, you'd better have a very good explanation for this.
Well, I just wanted to see the blokes. I didn't want to be any trouble, honest.
Jeez, I'm sorry, Alice. You weren't meant to see that.
I realise that, Jones. I'm taking you back.
Oh,
Come on.
please.
No.
She's here, she might as well stay and help us, eh?
No, I have to take her back. You could all be on a charge for this.
Oh,
you
no,
realise
it's
that?
my fault.
Now, come on. I'm taking you back. They'll have to put all this stuff back in the stick. Come along.
Oh, I'll say hello for you, Alice. Thanks.
Don't you worry about it. I'll fix it up later.
She was bound to get caught anyway,
Now.
Mule, don't worry.
No! It's just a bit of fun. I can look after myself.
Just stop all that stupid chatter. I've got to look after these two.
Oh, no!
Yeah, what?
Hi, Margaret. I was wondering if you remembered me. Marty Jackson.
No, why should I?
It's hardly surprising, I suppose. We were at school together.
Good for you. Lucky we didn't get together, isn't it? Crim and a screw.
It was a little different then.
You're not kidding. But I didn't know you then, and I don't see the point in making an acquaintance now.
Look, I'm sorry if I've opened up old wounds. I mean, I know all this must be pretty hard going for someone with your background.
Why? What makes you think I'm different to any other chick in here?
Because you had so much going for you.
So do a lot of people. I got hooked in the drug scene. More ways than one.
It's easy to get talked into.
Still the wide-eyed schoolboy, are you?
No.
I had a little encouragement from a close friend of mine. But he didn't have to try very hard. We were already doing skag. And there's big money in amphetamines.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I don't need anyone's sympathy, least of all yours.
Yeah. Right.
Hang on. One thing before you go. I know I've changed. I had to cope with Blackmore. Those women find out that I'm some middle-class achiever, they'll blacklist me out of spite. Just don't blow it for me, okay?
Okay.
Nah. I'm only into monster comics. Hey, you wouldn't have any good vampire ones, would you? I lost my whole bloody collection in the fire.
Oh, yeah, I got one about a bloodsucker from Mars. It's real good, honest.
Yeah? Good as these are?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you can keep them. All I got's me favourites, and I'm not about to give them up either.
Yeah, all right.
Made a real conquest, eh, really?
Hey, I showed you how to make a bull roarer. Would you swap me then?
Nah, I'll give it a miss this time. Yeah, I'm sorry, love. Hey, Rule, all the Sheilas as good pin-ups as you.
Make fun of me, Billy, and I'll bang you. I don't like it when people make fun of me.
Mel!
Oh, for heaven's sake! Mullins! Jones! Mullins?
She's gone. Bit of like a breakfast, that's what I say, huh? I'm gonna have us a little bit of fun shooting.
Hey, come on, I was just joking.
Well, it wasn't funny.
Yeah, well, I was never good at jokes.
That's the truth.
Hey, come on, I'm sorry, love. Hell, I didn't mean to upset you.
Well, you did.
Yeah, well, then I'm a stupid bastard, eh? I've never heard a lady in my life,
Right.
especially one that liked comics.
Me neither. You want to swap?
Well, I don't have...
Jones? Jones, get back to this skip immediately.
Hey, Mrs. Pringle, this is my new friend Billy.
Merle, have you seen Mullins?
No.
Have any of you men seen Mullins?
Oh, she's real pretty and she does magic.
Yeah, like disappearing, eh? I tell you what, Mrs. Pringle, if she turns up, we'll let you know in about half an hour's time.
Stop it, Jones, for heaven's sake.
But Billy's real nice, Mrs. Pringle. Hey there, Jones.
Richard, bitch, what is it? You lazy or something? Come here.
No, you! You'll be on a charge the minute I get back. What's your name?
Getting out of the bitch wanted as much as me.
I said, what's your name?
Stud, you want to hear why?
You're on a charge.
Don't mind him, love. He's just having a bit of fun.
How long my
Don't
fun been
you
interrupted?
touch your world, stop it! Well, he is.
Good on you, Merle.
Now, you stay out of my way.
Get!
Right. Take it easy, Lisa. Come on.
Come on, darling.
Oh, you better send the mail screw next time, lady. We don't like taking orders from skirts.
Not getting me comics now, Billy. Not until you learn to be nice.
Oh, no!
Just come from there. Young Sarah seems to be settling in very nicely, and the other girls don't seem to be having any problems either.
About time I had some good news.
Problems with the new bunch?
Not only to be expected, I suppose, with such a large intake.
And Craven's no help, right?
Right.
Wish I could stay longer. Sounds like you might need the moral support.
You're going?
Yes. A couple of urgent problems up in Bathurst, and when I finish there, they want me to take over the centre in Muldara.
Oh, Pam. What am I saying? That's great news. Just that I'll miss having you round.
Likewise, love. We had some good times, didn't we?
The best.
Well, I hate farewells. Let's get this over with quick.
Oh. No point in telling you to write.
But you'll get a Christmas card from me. You'll never forget that, do I?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right, Joyce. I was just going. Thanks for putting me up.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Joyce.
Bye, Pamela.
I'm sorry, Joyce.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Reynolds. I didn't think things would go as far as they did.
What happened?
Well, it's Mullins and Jones. I left them unattended in A block while I took Jenkins back. Dreadful girl had sneaked through in the skip. I wasn't more than 30 seconds, Mrs. Reynolds, believe me. And then Mullins was attacked.
Attacked? Was she hurt?
No. But he was certainly determined to have his way with her. Oh, and those men. They've got no respect for me simply because I'm a female. If it hadn't been for Merle, we'd still be holed up there.
Well, I've just had word from the department. Letting them get to know each other should put a stop to that.
Garden parties. What the hell's the department think it's up to?
You can be sure they haven't heard what just happened in A block.
Well, they're going to hear a lot worse than that. It's really going to hit the fan when this bunch gets together. Reynolds is really stuffed up.
It's not the first time. You wouldn't believe what goes on in this place.
Oh, I'd believe it. And those idiots down at the department should get the chop for going along with it.
Indeed, they should. Couldn't you get on to the minister and try and stop it?
I tried. He's off at some conference or other.
That's a pity. If we had someone like you in charge, these sort of things wouldn't crop up.
You don't do such a bad job yourself. I've noticed the way you work on the women. It's good stuff.
Thank you.
You know, with you running this place and me at Blackmore, we'd soon get things straightened out.
Should be horsewhipped.
Jeez, you should have been me. I wouldn't have knocked it back.
Well, I did. And he had no right to try and force me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, well, it just makes me so mad, you know, the way they think that we're their property or something.
Don't mean to Mrs. Pringle, too. They gave her a real bad time. How dare they? This is our prison. They just guess. What's so funny, might I ask? You! Those guys have killed, maimed, you name it. They've been there and done it. And they figure they don't need to kowtow to anyone, let alone a bunch of Sheilas. We're just going to have to show them that they're wrong, aren't we?
Yeah, I reckon. No fella's going to lord it over me.
I'd like to see how you think you're going to change their minds, Laurie. Well, don't you go away, because I'll think of something.
Hey, I know. I could sneak in there again and give that stud bloke a good bash.
Oh, yeah, bash and match was more like it.
All right, quiet down, ladies.
Time for the service already. I wanted to change.
There, she's got the hots for the new minister. Hey, I might go too.
Jenkins, quiet. Now just stay where you are. I came to tell you that Mrs. Reynolds has organised a social get-together with a new intake from A block. Those of you attending the service, assemble at gate 4 in 10 minutes.
I can't believe they're doing it. Craven must have banged his head in the ride or something. Who cares? Hang on a minute. Now, just listen to me. Aren't we all forgetting something? Now, one of those guys could have raped Lisa had Mrs. Pringle not got there in time. So now's our opportunity to get back at them.
So, we give them what for? Then we grab one each.
Sorry. You're not going to be able to do anything anyway. The place will be crawling with screws. Oh, yes, we will. I know just how to get them back. What do you say, girls?
Oh, come on. Tell us what you're going to do first.
Frumpy and Spike, keep that. I'll fill you in later. Got such a win place after all. Looks like real fireworks coming up.
Yeah, well, I hope they know what they're doing.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down, but the sun